Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Autumn Martinez with Fall Into Beauty, and today I'm going to show you just a quick hack with one single brush, the best blend forever, and my compact. So I've already primed my skin with my Stay Spray, my Perfector sponge. I'm going to start with the fluffy end of the brush into my main highlight, which is June. Then I'm going to go in with my contour color, Olive. So I'll start with June all over. And I'm just simply applying the makeup onto the spots I want to kind of cover. And then I will blend it out once I've applied. And I can do that all with the same side of the brush. So now I'm just going to use circular motions to blend that in. And this main highlight color would be really what you would think of as your main foundation color. And then we'll go in with a brightener here in a minute. So I can just blend all of that in. This is just balancing my skin tone. I didn't put a bunch up here because that's where my brightening highlight's gonna go. So I focused mainly on the bottom half of my face and the little bit of redness that I have on my cheeks, and then the lower half of my forehead and my nose. So now that I've got that nice and softly blended, I'm going to flip the brush to the small side, and I'm going to just go into my contour, which is Olive, and I'm just tapping it in there to get my brush covered. Then I'm going to start where my ear connects to my face, right there, and I'm just going to bring that under my cheekbones. And I like to show you guys with this brush because if you are a beginner with contour, this brush is small enough that you can get that contour right where you want it, and then you can use the bigger side to blend. So I'm going to do the same on the other side, and like I said, this is Olive contour. You're just going to go back and forth. And for my face shape, I come up under my cheekbone just a little bit, or under my cheek just a little bit to kind of lift my whole face, because I have a very petite, small face. So this works really well for me. So then I'm going to take that same side, and that's what I'm going to use to put my contour up on my forehead, temple to temple. Then I'm going to flip to the big side, tap into my contour, and then I can go in and blend this contour out. So I'm just using circular motions like I did on my highlight to give me a really light blended contour. Same on this side, just blending that out. And then also on the forehead. So I'm just going to take that brush and blend it back toward my hairline, and then down to kind of connect with my contour down here. And this is probably the simplest way to do a face hack. Hack meaning highlight and contour, because this brush gives you a really light coverage and a really light finish, and you just have to use one. So now that I've got my contour blended, I'm going to take that same fluffy side into my brightening highlight right here, which is Linen, and I'm just going to grab some of that and place it right under the eye, down the side of the nose, and just kind of brighten up that under eye. So I start with just a light layer with the fluffy side, because we're going to use the smaller side in a little bit too. Kind of touch it up and brighten the corner of the eye a little bit more. So I'm just putting that highlight down onto the cheekbone enough to connect with that contour, and then down to the tip of my nose. Then you can take a little bit into the center of the forehead, blend that around, down the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, and then center of the chin. So you want to keep the center of your face nice and bright, and the outsides is where you want your shadows. So take that fluffy side again into my Bella bronzer. This is a cream bronzer. Just tapping into that a little bit, and then I'm going to place that slightly higher than my contour and just blend that into the cheekbone to provide a little bit of warmth back to the skin. Blend it up to the tip of the forehead. I just focus on the outer corners of my forehead. And again, circular motions I feel works best with this brush. to get you a good blend. So same thing on the other side. Start at the top of the contour line, which is where your cheekbone is. And the reason you want to put your bronzer higher than your contour is because contour is created to help you accentuate your shadows on your face to give you a more sculpted three-dimensional look. Bronzer, however, was created to provide warmth, to make it look like you've got a sun-kissed glow, like you've been outside. So you just want that bronzer to warm up your skin and bring life back into your skin. So now that I've done that, I'm going to take my blush color. Today I'm going to use Hollywood, because this is my favorite blush. Grab a little bit on the fluffy side, and I'm just going to start at the apples of my cheeks, which is right here. And I'm going to blend that down into the contour as well, and then back toward my bronzer. I drew a blank there for a second, guys. Okay, so I put that on in downward motions, and then I just blend it with the circular motions as I do with everything else. So I'm placing that on the cheek and then blending it back. So you can see that the contour and the bronzer and the blush all blends in together. And I am a blush person, so I like to have a lot of blush. But if you are not, that's okay. You can use just a little bit. So now I'm going to take the smaller end with whatever's left of my contour down on my jawline, just to kind of use the rest of that product. And then I'm going to take that smaller side into my brightening highlight linen one last time, and I'm going to accentuate that triangle of light and pull that blush just down a tiny bit to help soften up that line and blend it in a little bit better. Same on the other side. And the smaller end of this brush does a really good job of getting right up to the corner of the eye. And then you have a lot of control of where you're putting the product. So I just pull it down, make sure I don't have any blush in my smile lines here. Then the last thing I'm going to do is pinch that side of the brush, get a tiny bit of contour, and then I'm going to contour my nose just slightly. I'm just drawing up the side of my nose, a little bit more on top of the nose than on the side, so that my lines are closer together, connecting to my eyebrow all the way down to the tip of my nose, and then slightly underneath. So you can see where I have that brightening highlight already. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more to accentuate the bridge of my nose. And then last step, I'm going to take that same side with contour, and I'm going to contour my lids. Just to give me a little bit of color, a little bit of dimension, and a little bit more shape to my eye. Contour the bottom as well. Just slightly. Same on the other side. Contouring my crease. I'm just going back and forth, and then under the eye. Then I'm going to take my perfector sponge, put a little bit more Stay Spray, and I'm going to press all the makeup in. And then that's it, my friends. This has taken us a whole 9 minutes to get our makeup done, which, without explaining, probably would have taken us only about 5 minutes. So, if you guys are looking for a new routine, if you are bored with your makeup, if you feel like it's taking you too long, or it just doesn't look right, or you feel cakey, or you feel like you have the wrong color, you should try Maskcara. So, I am an artist with Maskcara Beauty. If you guys haven't heard of it, go ahead and check the description below. You can find my Instagram page. I have lots of information there. You can also watch my other videos that are here on my channel. And if you guys would like a color match, my color match link is in the description below as well. Please subscribe and please share these videos. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, again, my name is Autumn and I am Fallen to Beauty. Y'all have a wonderful day.